So we're creating this value chart. This is a gradient value chart. We're gonna start with this strip here, then move our way down, 1, 2, and 3. We're gonna go in one direction, kind of at an angle. So just watch for the first few seconds as I'm working on this. I'm gonna be doing a distant grip, meaning that I'm not holding the pencil tightly near the tip. I'm actually holding it a little bit further away so that I'm not basically pressing down so hard. I'm gonna use medium pressure and build up my values slowly using this distant grip. I'm gonna have my pencil not at the point, not at the side, but kind of at an angle. And I'm gonna slowly start to fill in this strip with those values, the darker values, and I'm gonna build them up with multiple layers of mark making and shading, okay? So these 3 strips enable me to just practice having nice and even value shading as I'm going through. And if I go outside or just short of the strip, that's okay. It's okay. And if I have to go back through, and then add just a little bit of pressure as I'm going through. So once you get a gist, you're watching me do this, you can begin working on your own strip, on your own paper. I want to have consistent shading here. And when I get to like right around the middle point is when I'm going to really kind of transition from darker values to more middle values and then once I get past that middle point, I'm going to be definitely shifting to less pressure on that pencil. I'm going to go back through here. I'm also turning my pencil because as we go through this process, what happens is you get an angle right there. I don't want to necessarily have that, but that sharper end is going to help me get some darker values on this far left side. So again, distant grip. Slowly building up my values. Again, on the left-hand side will be the darkest values. I'm making sure that these are my darkest values over here. On this far left side. And then fading into darker, and then dark, and then light, then lighter, and then lightest. Make sense? And this is a gradient, meaning that the change will be subtle over the course of our journey through this strip. Less pressure, less pressure, less pressure, less pressure, less pressure, and no pressure. Okay? So again, from darkest to lightest. We're going to move down to the second strip. We're going to go the opposite direction. We went at an angle. That's, kind of angled towards the right. We're going to go from the left now, okay? So again, distant grip. Slowly start building up the values. And this is just an academic exercise. This isn't, we're not building a masterpiece. This is an exercise where you guys get practice in the process. So slowly build up your values. Don't rush this. Get practice and control of your tool, of your mark making tool, which is your pencil. So I'm going through and I'm creating this value shading, this dark value shading, just by going through and building up those values slowly and trying to keep it consistent as we go through. And it's, you know, it's good for even an art teacher or professional artist to do these every once in a while, just practice. Back over here, darken my values even more pressure, keep it consistent, come back out here, and sometimes I have to go over sections. That's gonna happen. It's hard for me as I'm, you know, doing a lot of demonstrations, guys, to continue talking. It's hard. There we come. Okay. So on the very last strip, we're going to use vertical marks, vertical shade marks. Again, from left to right, or if you're left-handed, from right to left. Slowly building up values. Some of these areas I gotta go over again. So again, just practice consistency. We're gonna need this when we start our next project. Coming either Monday or Tuesday. I don't know, I might have you guys do a fun project on your first page of your sketchbook. A more reflective art piece. So we're just moving down here, trying to keep our marks and our shading consistent.